Okay, so I've already had some more suggestions, some stuff that people wanted me to try, and the first one was somebody thinks, oh, it's got to be the PPU, which I've already tested it and gave it the okay, but I just want to prove it. So this is the PPU. Top loader. Put it into the test NES. Put the NROM in there, which what we were having problems with. Power, and you can see it's fine. So quite certain it's not the PPU. I'm gonna go ahead and put the other one back in the top loader though. A different PPU. Gray screen. Okay. Something else is the cart connector clean? And I have a note here of all the little stuff that I had done to it to try to figure it out. And usually at some point before doing all that, I do clean the connector, but I don't know. It's been sitting on the shelf for quite a while too, so I'm going to go ahead and clean it again. And I do have one of these cart cleaner things. This one has the it's like a felt board on it, which is okay, but I do have another one of these laying around somewhere where it's got more like a plastic board, and then like wrapped around it is some kind of really fine sandpaper type layer. And I think that might actually be the ticket for truly cleaning it. Okay, so freshly cleaned gray screen. Now, what I might want to do is clean this cart once again too. You know what I might do is try to find a different, what was RC Chromium wasn't working. I think this one's still clean. Still gray screen. I was thinking maybe find another NROM cart. I'm going to give this cart a clean first. Okay, clean the cart, still gray screen. So I'm actually still thinking I've got a pin not making contact, because off camera I tried it and it was working. So there's some connection somewhere, and all the pins look nice and straight and clean. You know, they're all sticking out to a proper depth. I mean, they all look and seem to be just fine. But it worked one time off camera, and then as soon as I turned the camera on, not working. Ugh, terrible. You know, and of course all the solder joints on the cart connector look perfectly fine. I don't know. I hate to think they, I guess the only difference is I did have it under the space heater for a while, and it was hot when I tried it and was working. I guess I could replicate that, put it under the heater again and see if just making it hot works, which is insane, you know, but heat makes stuff expand, so maybe a trace is making contact that wouldn't normally when it's cold. Okay, so it's pretty hot. No. I wasn't thinking that was going to fix it, but it's really crazy. Well, I guess we should make sure that Super Mario 3 still works. It does, of course. It's It's really crazy. It worked one time, and now nothing. I did find the cart cleaners I was talking about. I don't know if you can see that very well. It's going to be really hard for that to focus in. It's just got like a plastic, real thin plastic sheet over the, it looks like clear acrylic, but I mean it doesn't even feel like sandpaper. It just feels like a piece of plastic, but it might just be just rough enough to work. And then I found this other one, High Performance. That was a little easier to see the plastic. If it'll ever focus in. You know, and I'm sure this thing is 20 plus years old too, so the glue has let go and the plastic's coming up and everything. But I'm just not convinced. I'm not convinced of anything right now. I'm not convinced that'll work. So, but I might as well try it. I'm going to clean this up. Maybe put some super glue on it so that it doesn't stay down in there and have to dig it out. Alright, so I super glued that thing. Oh, it's tight. I wasn't able really to clean it enough, although I do see a little bit of like a gold sparkle to it, like it is taking something off of it. Ah, look at that. Ah, if I hold it just right, it works. So I definitely have one of the pins somewhere has got something on it apparently. But RC Pro-Am is not loving it. Ridiculous. Holy shit. I think I just found the possible problem here. Oh, ×2 even. I bet, yeah. I think the only 2 ground pins on the entire connector are messed up. And it's not really a, I don't know if I can call that a cold solder joint. It looks like it's just straight up broken. I'm gonna have to break out the macro lens for this. Okay, from the top it's really hard to tell, but when you start looking at it from the side, then you start really seeing it. And you can see it's like completely broken off its pad. It's crazy looking. I've never seen one that looked that different. And then on the very far side, this is the other ground pin, and it does the exact same thing. Look at that. That is insane. So obviously I'm gonna reset. Well, that was easy enough. Just a little dab of new solder with some flux on it, and excellent. However, that still doesn't explain why Super Mario 3 worked. Obviously, it still works. Got sound, that's good. So yeah, why the two ground pins on the far outsides? It would be pin 1 and was it 37? Yeah, maybe. No, 72. Pin 1 and pin 72 are the grounds. Is there another ground in there somewhere? Because that would, to me it just doesn't make sense that all those carts were working and the ground pins weren't connected at all. I don't know, but I'm just happy this damn thing works now. This is the journey sometimes it takes. Sometimes it's the dumbest thing, you know. First I thought, oh, I just need to clean the cart connector. I had a flash of it working, so I knew it had to have been cart connector related. And then to really, really look hard at those pins, and then of all things, both ground pins broken like that. Super, super weird. Oh well. Hope you enjoyed the journey.